This is my 97 Toyota 4Runner, and today we have a problem with the wiring harness. This is the camshaft position sensor, and it may be a little bit hard to see, but it has a slice right on the end, right there. Let me get the light. So because the damage is so close, it's on the pink line, we need to disassemble this, whatever this is called, electrical connector. So let me show you how to do it. There's a specialty expensive tool set, but we can DIY through this pretty good. So this is a T-pin. You should have these in your toolbox. If not, just order some on Amazon. We're gonna need something to collect the stuff to not lose it, because if you lose the stuff, you're effed. So let me get the camera set up. Okay. So this one's also oily inside, so it's a good idea to just take it apart and get the oil out. So the first thing we're gonna do is remove the seal down there. Actually, I'm not gonna remove the seal first. So this piece right here, we can see the, whatever this is called, the white plastic. So this will actually come out. So this is actually the locking tab. Because the cam sensor is leaking oil through here, everything's real loose. But sometimes these can be a little difficult. So let me get another tool. Okay. So this is a mini set of pliers, and this locking tab I'm clamping onto should pull out. There we go. Okay, so because this thing might have disintegrated, it might just pull out the back. Oh yeah, so the lock broke. But on the other side, the lock is still there. You want to do this one thing at a time. You make sure you get the wires in the right hole. This side, the locking tab is shredded because it's been oil soaked for probably 20 years. So right here, I'm going to pry this up. Pry that up and then pull it out. But both the locking tabs, secondary locking tabs, are broken on this because it's oil soaked. So I'm actually going to fully disassemble this and pull these out so I can clean all the oil. But if you're just trying to repair it, we need to make sure, so purple is on the right. Purple is on the right. Pink is on the left. Sourcing the parts to do this job can be a little bit challenging. So I used to work at Toyota, and I'm actually running low on cutoff wiring harnesses. So this is a twin plug, and this is a waterproof one, or I guess in this case, oil proof, or not oil proof. So right there, see those little plugs? That means it's a waterproof style. So I gotta take this one apart, which is in mint condition, and transfer the parts over. So this is an interior one with no rubber on the back. So that's an interior non-waterproof one. This is a smaller one, so I should have looked in my toolbox first, because I don't even have enough wire on these. Transfer it over. Okay, so right there is a little opening. There it goes. So the right way to do that was to come in this little channel here. It's been a while since I did a good one. And then you have to have like another hand to pull. So right now the pin is pushing up, and then the other side fell out. So here is the thing we were after, and hopefully it's the right size. People do all the headache of soldering this, and it's actually better to butt connector it. When you do a wiring repair on the airbag system, you're required to use these butt connectors. these butt connectors because they make establish a stronger connection. So these are uninsulated butt connectors, and then you have to put shrink tube over them. You could just use normal butt connectors. I have some. I just had these high quality ones laying around. So before putting the new connector piece that I just stripped out of another Toyota harness right here, we're gonna save. You gotta make sure the shrink tube's on there. And I think it's easier to do this like off the car. And these are some really high-end snap-on crimpers. So the benefit of these is the space constraint. I have normal ones down here that are fine, but these are really small. Okay, so before doing the car side, tug on that nice and good. And then when it's butt connector together, we'll shrink tube it down. Ooh. So this will be the protection for that. And then we're gonna come in and add in the new piece here. So pink is on the left. All right, so she's in the butt connector, establish a solid connection. We got the snap-on pliers with good clearance. And as hard as I could go. So now, before anything, you want to really pull on this good. Okay, so this is the broken connector that I hope goes back into place. So it's alcohol, clean up the oil. Probably go blow that out. The locks are broken in there, but there's so many redundant locks that the secondary lock might hold it. Hopefully. Whoa. So there it is, wiring repair done.